I'm gonna make you the best vegan sushi you've ever had. And it's gonna be very simple to make. You only need a few ingredients. If you only have carrots and cucumber in your fridge, that's all you need. Anything you want, you can put in here. A lot of people are intimidated. How do I make sushi? It's easy. I'm gonna show you the technique using the mat and the technique not with no mat today. So let's get started. So this is one thing that I've been eating over and over again since I started the Starch Solution. So if people have not heard what the Starch Solution is, it's a plant-based whole foods diet. And this is what I've been loving to make. So today you will need nori. So I use this type of nori. You can use any nori you can get in your Asian market, and they're full sheets. And this is what you're going to be using for your sushi today. And it's all the veggies that you have in your fridge, basically. So these are the veggies I usually always have in my fridge. Gem lettuce, some lemon slices, because I love lemon slices in my sushi. Pea sprouts, shredded carrots. And the way that I shred my carrots is that I got this peeler at my local Asian market, but you can get it anywhere. Pretty much, you probably get it at Bed Bath & Beyond. And you just get your carrot and you just shred it. So that is going to be the shredded carrots. Then I'm going to be using some julienne cucumber. The way I julienne my cucumber is just take a little bit off on one side to make it steady. And then I'll slice this way. And you can do it all, but I already have some, so I'm just doing this much. And then you just julienne it, so you'll do strips. So this is what you want to see. You'll probably use one or two, probably two in your sushi. So we have the carrot, the cucumber. Then we have avocado. This is not the prettiest avocado, but this is what I had, and just use whatever you have in your fridge. Sometimes I make it with avocado, and sometimes I don't. Today's an avocado day. And then rice. So there's nothing fancy about this rice. It's just jasmine rice that I steamed in my rice cooker. That's pretty much it. And you will need some water to dip your hands when you're making the sushi so the rice doesn't stick. And I am using jalapeno because I like spicy food. I'll use this on the top. So let's get started with the sushi. So you're gonna get your mat. Let's start with the mat one, and then you're gonna get your sushi. I like to do shiny side down. And anyway, I'm not really sure the correct way of how people do it, but this is the way that I do it, and I just do the shiny side down. I want to get some water in my hands so that the rice doesn't stick. And then this rice is pretty much cold. Sometimes I do it when the rice is warm. And I also use Trader Joe's frozen rice sometimes. Because that's what works for me. When I'm really hungry and I want something fast, that's what I go to. So Trader Joe's bag, put it in the microwave, take it out, and then I start making my rolls. So you're gonna probably get probably 3/4 of a cup of rice, or it depends on how much rice you want. Usually I use like a 1/2 cup of rice per roll. If I'm gonna make myself a lot of rolls, and sometimes I just want to get full off of 2 rolls, so I'll put 3/4 of a cup of rice. But right here is probably a 1/2 cup of rice. So then you're gonna go with your lettuce. Anything you have, any greens you have, you're gonna put them down. I like to put them down this way, so then you get the lettuce when you're a little bit of this type of this side of the lettuce when you're cutting it, and it just looks really nice. Then I'm gonna get the pea sprouts. Same thing. You want the pretty side up on the edges. Well, that's the way I like to do it for presentation. Then we're gonna get the carrots, and you can fill these up as much or as little. I like to do the 50-50 ratio. So instead of the plate being 50-50 for the Starch Solution diet, I do 50-50 on my rolls. So then you already know you're eating the amount you need. So then 2 pieces of cucumber inside right here. Then we're gonna do the avocado. So you just want a few slices, and depending on how much avocado you decide to eat per roll. So if I was doing the Starch Solution for one meal, I would not eat more than a half of avocado. and maybe that's like once a week. So you don't want to, because it has a lot of fats. So now what you're gonna do, what I like to do is wet the sides right here, the side, so it can stick. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your rice is gonna be right in the corner, so you're gonna see this, the nori, and then you're gonna want to hold this, and then you're gonna squeeze. Once you squeeze once, it's not gonna be a roll, so you're gonna squeeze again, but you're gonna pull it forward every time. And this is a pretty big roll. Squeeze more and squeeze more. Now, this roll isn't tight enough. It is pretty big though, but it's not tight enough. So what you're gonna do is get your mat, put the roll like this, get your mat and squeeze it down. Then I like to do that a couple of times to make sure that it doesn't ooze out when you cut it with your knife. So this is the way it's going to look. You're gonna let it hang out for a little bit, and we're gonna do another one. Do it one more time. So you're going to get the rice and you're gonna place it down, and make sure you wet your hands to have everything move around. And we'll place a little bit more rice. Then we're gonna go with our veggies again. So here you go. Then some of these. Then some of these. So look at all the veggies you're gonna be eating with these rolls. Usually I tend to eat 2 rolls and I'm full. And sometimes if I make small rolls, very small rolls, then I eat about 4. So we have all of that in there, and now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna wet the edge. If you're putting rice all the way to the edge, then you're gonna have to wet it because it would get stuck. But since I'm not doing rice on the whole nori, you're gonna have to wet it so it can go together. Oh, and I forgot, I told you guys I was gonna do this one without the mat, huh? So let's just act like I don't have a mat here, and then I'm just gonna do it with my hands. So you're gonna squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and I like them because they're tighter. So no mat, and then we're gonna squeeze. Now the bottom is gonna be the wet part, and it's gonna make everything get stay together. So let's put this one to the side. So now what you're gonna do is we have 2 rolls and they are ready. So what's next? So this, you're gonna place it here, and this is how the way we're gonna cut it. So, or this is the way I like to cut it. I get my knife and I put water in it. Just a little bit of water so the rice doesn't get stuck. We're gonna cut it in half. And then I like to place them together. And then we're gonna cut them. I like to cut them in 4s. So 1, more water. If you don't want to cut them because they're just you just decided you want to eat them like as in a to-go bite, then you don't have to cut them. So now what you're gonna do is place them like this. And I like to leave the ends because it looks pretty when you do that. And then I'm gonna get the jalapeno. Remember this jalapeno? So I'm gonna slice it very thin. You can get a mandolin if you like, but this is simple, and it will be very, you want a bite. I mean, I like a bite to my food, so I will be putting some of this. So what I like to do, and this is the one that my favorite roll. So I put the lemon slices on top. I really like lemon, so I cut mine pretty thick, but they don't have to be, it could be as thick or as thin as you want them. So I like to place them in there. I like to put my jalapenos, or these are serranos actually, on top. I like to put them on top, and this is the way that it's a whole food plant-based starch solution friendly. So next up, I'm gonna show you the same roll, and I'm gonna make it a whole food plant-based friendly, but not the starch solution, because I am gonna add some vegan cream cheese and some vegan spicy mayo, and I will show you how to make those very easily and fast. So here for the spicy mayo, I have some veggies mayo, and I just put as much as you want. So right here I have like 2 tablespoons of it in this, and this is for 2 rolls, and sriracha. And you're gonna do is just put as much as you want and how spicy you want it, and then you're just gonna mix, and that is the spicy mayo. Okay, so this is what's gonna look like. It's gonna be like a thin consistency. And then I also like to use this Veal Life cream cheese, vegan cream cheese, and this one is really good, and this is the one that I really like using. So with the knife, all I do is put a little bit on top of each, so whatever you're comfortable doing. So if you only want to eat a tablespoon of this in total, then just divide it into all your rolls, and then if you want more, then just put a little bit more. But this cream cheese is really good, so I like to put the cream cheese just like this, and then like that, and then I will get the mayo and put the mayo on each of them, just a dollop of it. So as much or as little as you want. I don't really like spicy mayo as much, so I'll just put a little dot. Then you can have this on the side if you decide you want more, but that's it. Now what we're gonna do is get these get the jalapeno and the lemon slices for these as well, and just put them on top. So that's what you want to do. You're just gonna put the lemon slices on top, and then the jalapeno. So this is gonna be the Starch Solution friendly sushi roll, and this is just delicious sushi roll. You will love, and make this maybe once a week, twice a week, or maybe every day. So, and it's super simple, right? The next step is that I'm gonna torch this one, because I like my rolls to taste smoky. So in this one, I'm going to torch it because it gives it the smoky flavor. It just gives it a different flavor that is so delicious. You're gonna be addicted, and you're gonna want to use your blowtorch with everything. So I turned the blowtorch on, and don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. If you have a regular like creme brulee torch, use that one. But I have this one here, so this is what I use. And we're gonna torch the sushi. And you want the jalapenos to get nice and toasted, and you want your rice and your cream cheese to melt, and your mayo to, everything is just gonna be very delicious. So this is what you want to do, and you can do this as much as a little. I like to really get in there, get the rice crispy, get the jalapenos charred a little bit, and this is what you want to do. So, and that is it. So we have the sushi that has avocado, cucumber, pea sprouts, cucumber, and lettuce. And this one has everything and lemon and serranos. And this one is exactly the same. And this was made with no mat. It has cream cheese and mayo, and it's fully vegan. So it's up to you if you want to make the fat-free version. Fat-free because but not very fat free because there's avocado, but fat free version. The one that it's your cheat day. If you have cheat days, I'll go for this one. If it's my weekly meals, then I want to go for this one. So it just depends. So now you know how easy it is to make sushi. So it's not complicated. It probably could take you less than 10 minutes to make about 6 rolls. It's a very easy process, and hopefully you try this recipe and you enjoy it. If you like this recipe, then click the like button and maybe follow me.